Greetings Anonymous. We do not need to be reminded who we are. We are the defenders of free speech. We expose the corrupt. We are the challengers of Scientology. We are the defenders of human rights. Recently, the cult affiliated Gulen Charter Schools has made the headlines once again for abuses of employees, children, and neglect of their basic duty to address child safety issues. School teachers who have reported these violations numerous times were threatened to be fired. These teachers who came forward to make the public aware, who had chosen to remain anonymous out of fear of retaliation by the cultist administrators, by coming forward to tell their story. The teachers' fears of retaliation were validated and confirmed.
State cites allegations of sexual misconduct among students there and not properly reporting it. BC's Ashley Rodriguez has more and a follow-up to these two investigations. It was an atmosphere where there was a double standard.
Two former teachers, speaking anonymously for fear of retaliation, say inside the walls of Kenilworth is a troubling environment brought to light in these lawsuits, one about teacher discrimination, the other about student mistreatment.
I watched them being discriminated against, and I experienced some such a discrimination based on race, national origin, religion, ethnicity.
The Gulen cultists did not respect their right to remain anonymous. They have data mined personal information and launched a cyber campaign to undermine the efforts of those who stand up for themselves and for the rights of others, for the rights of the children. They purpuasly placed the names of those teachers in publication in today's Zaman as a message for the rest of the cult followers to seek out and harass them. The cult has used their own media outlets to attack and to threaten activists. The Zaman News is a Gulen cult-owned media outlet that promotes their own propaganda. This article was not only meant to intimidate and ridicule the teachers and journalists who blew the whistle, but to also incite racism, class warfare and violence within the local community of New Orleans. This we find very unacceptable and very irresponsible, if not as proof of how dangerous this cult really is if they are left unchecked. As we all know, the Fetullah Gulen cult is behind the arrest of the many journalists and lawsuits against those who wrote about him, his cult followers, and their criminal activities, who are still rotting in prison. It would stand to reason the cult wishes to employ the same tactics with America and 120 other countries with the educational institutions and the cult-owned business that support them. The cult has built a Harmony School of Political Science to indoctrinate and groom children for their own political gain and twisted agenda. We are anonymous. We do not find picking on and harassing helpless women and school teachers in the least bit amusing. We do not find the Gulen cult's tactics of defamation of against grandmothers and soccer moms in the least bit amusing. We do not appreciate the cult labeling them as terrorists on various websites and blogs. We do not appreciate the cult's allegations that any citizen who comes forward with information of their illegal activities and civil liberty violations as being paid by terrorist organizations. We do not find their disrespect of them remaining anonymous and then data mining and hacking for information to publicly ridicule them in retaliation, to say the least, amusing. To the Abramson, Kenilworth Charter School, and the Louisiana Department of Education, to the Pelican Foundation, the Cosmos Foundation, Atlas Construction Company, the entire Gulen cult network. To the politicians who are so easily persuaded by them, you have found yourselves on our radar. We are anonymous, we are legion. For everyone that falls, 10 shall take his place. We are the face of chaos, the harbingers of judgment. We are the embodiment of humanity, we are everything, we are nothing, we are united as one, we are divided by zero, and now, quite simply, you have our attention. We do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us.